All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, and Shalom to the men of the Lord that are prophesying, preaching, and teaching on the highways and byways in sincerity and in truth. Shalom, Barakathum. And I'm going to just title this lesson that Isaiah, the 25th chapter, is coming to pass. Because, it's been a long time since we've been, a lot of the Akim laboring, man. And, week in and week out, you see people scoff and, say shalom to you, but they're not really serious. And, they have certain celebrities will mention certain things about being an Israelite. And people will go, yeah, facts, and then they just go right back to sleep because it came through either the means of like a rap song said in passing, by a famous celebrity, but there's no meat to it, it's just they like the nice things, but when it comes to, okay, what do we do now that we know that we're Israelites? People always reject it, but now the Lord has given us an opportunity to wake up the elect or get the elect sealed, so to speak, via the opposite way, which is showing that our enemies hate us, showing us that when you go through history and you see how the level of effort that was gone through just to prove we're not those people, just to remove our identity. Why do they put so much effort and energy into taking our language, our culture, our heritage, our names? They took everything. All right, now you have to ask yourself why that is, because ultimately it's basically a giant case of identity theft. And now the last thing they want is for us to go away from that moniker called black, which they gave us, which is the same word as the word Negro, which is the same word as the word nigger. All right, when you really think about it, they've gotten Jake to hang on to the word black. 2 out of 3, that's 2/3, which is spiritual. 2 out of 3 so-called black people prefer the term black. You see? So now Esau's going to come back and say, see, they like it this way. It's okay, But I'm reading this post where this is a list of requirements that Kyrie Irving has to do, which is apologize and condemn the movie, $500K donation to anti-hate causes, sensitivity training, other training. You can see it there, and meet with the ADL leaders and meet with Josiah. And Josiah is the owner of the Brooklyn Nets. To demonstrate, you see what they have to do? Because they don't care if he apologizes. They really don't care. What they are worried about is the majority of people, all right, siding with this guy. That's what they don't want. They don't want the conversation to be had at all about who are the people. They don't want us to go even open the Bible to try and compare notes. They're going to cry hatred and extremism and all kind of buzzwords they can come up with just to even prevent us from having a conversation. But look, you can look at the comments. I pray Kyrie doesn't bow down, just to show the people what it looks like. Man who have courage. I skipped a few, actually. Damn, a lot. It says, tell me you have control over society as a culture / race without telling me you have control. Kanye wasn't wrong. So, and most of these comments, look, the fact that they are holding an apology hostage just shows how soft they are. But see, Jake is starting to realize it, man. All right? And the scripture spoke about this. I'm going to go to Isaiah, the 25th chapter. It says, O Lord Jehovah, thou art my power. I will exalt thee. I will praise thy name, for thou hast done wonderful things. Thy counsels of old are faithfulness and truth. All right? And that's, we've got through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, we've gotten the counsel. What was part of that counsel was to go out and teach. Preach the word no matter how ridiculously we look. The Lord said we're going to be vindicated. We're going to be vindicated. And look how easy it is for the Lord to get the entire nation talking about this thing. All right. It says, verse 2, for thou hast made of a city in heap, and of a defense city a ruin, a palace of strangers to be no city. It shall never be built. All right. So the Lord has the power to do all things, basically is what it's saying. It says, verse 3, therefore shall the strong people glorify thee, all right, and the city of the terrible nation shall fear thee. All right, now who are the strong people? All right, the scriptures say one people shall be stronger than the other. All right. Okay, it says Genesis 25 and 23. It says, and the Lord Jehovah said unto her, two nations are in thy womb. All right, this is Rebekah. All right, pregnant with Esau and Jacob and Esau. All right, it says two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. All right, it says, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. All right, so the scriptures already basically said that we were stronger than you. All right, so it says here, therefore shall the strong people glorify thee. All right, and the strong people are the Israelites, man, and it's more specifically the elect in this case. All right, it says the city of the terrible nation shall fear thee. All right, that's the cities of Esau. All right, for thou hast been a strength to the poor and a strength to the needy and in his distress, a refuge from the storm. All right. A shadow from the heat when the blast of the terrible ones is as a storm against the wall, man. And that's what they're doing right now. They're doing all this huffing and puffing. They're threatening you. They're taking down. They showed Kanye they could just take billions away from you right off the bat. All right, and they're going to get a lot worse. Brothers, our families are going to betray us. They're going to threaten jobs. They're going to threaten the everyday person. All right, if they're doing this to high levels, our so-called leaders, what do you think they're going to do to us? All right, they're going to demonize us. They're going to get us fired. They're going to try to get us persecuted. They're going to eventually get hands put on us, man. All right, that's where this is going. Verse 5, it says, thou shalt bring down the noise of the strangers as the heat in a dry place, even the heat with the shadow of the cloud. The branch of the terrible ones shall be brought low. All right, and that branch is being brought low right now because Esau, the biggest, most powerful thing, he's like a vampire. The most powerful thing you can do is just give him that sunlight, because he's already base and corrupt and wicked. You don't even need to fight this guy carnally, man. All you guys that got sticks at camp and went down that path and trying to get salvation by carnal means, that ain't gonna work, man. All right, it ain't written that we're gonna win that way. This guy just got to be. That's why the scriptures speak about this guy being made bare, his skirt being discovered. All right, and all the things that we would see, witchcrafts and harlotry and all kind of other stuff that this guy would be made known for, man. All right, and that's being exposed through this guy Ye, through the music industry, other business practices. All right, and if this thing catches on and everybody keeps going and going and going, then the elect is going to be sealed, and we're going to be out of here, man. All right. Verse 6, and in this mountain shall the Lord Jehovah of hosts make unto all people a feast of fat things, a feast of wines on the lees of fat things, of fat things full of marrow, of wines on the leaves well refined. All right. It says, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people. That mountain he's talking about Israel, man. That government body, that mountain represents a power, man, a government. And it starts with the 144,000 house of David, the 1/3 elect. All right. It says, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people. So there's a covering cast. He's gotten away with using anti-S rhetoric. He's gotten away with calling himself the true JEOO, all right, he's gotten away with it. He's fooled everybody. He's got millions of Americans convinced that you should give them foreign aid, all right, that man, he's got everybody fooled, man, all right. He most people don't even know that he's the Edomites, but now these so-called JEOOs, they're pointing out that they're the Edomites, all right. You see how confusion this is and how the Lord is confounding this place? But the Lord said he's going to destroy the covering cast over all people and the veil that is spread over all nations. All right? There's a veil spread over all nations, believing that we're the lowest people, even though we're the highest, and that the lowest people are the highest. Which are these Edomites, man, these Amalekites. You see? But that veil is basically being destroyed. Look, walk away and sue them. Kyrie integrity means more to him than obliging to these ultimatums. And see, they don't see it fully, but they fit. It's a spirit. The Lord is swelling this thing up. He's raising the temperature on this place, man. All right, and just wait until Jake, a large number of Jakes, will wake up and say, "Wait a minute. Watch how this devil's horns comes out, man. Mark my words. His horns are gonna come out." All right, but it's all good because verse 8 it says he will swallow up death in victory, and the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai will wipe away tears from off all faces, and the rebuke of his people shall he take away from off all the earth. All right, so all of us are going to be vindicated, man. There's going to be brothers in Japan calling on the name of the Lord. You know, the Philippines, all right, Australia, Africa, all throughout Africa, all throughout Europe, South Central America, all right? All over, man. And we're going to be vindicated. That's the beautiful thing, man. Those are the times that we're in. So we got to remember that the suffering that we're going through, it's a light thing ultimately, and we're not done yet. There's going to be an ultimate test, the hour of temptation, as it's written, that it says is going to try everyone, man. You know, so although these are exciting times, now is also the time to be focused more than ever on this truth, man. Praying and fasting, anointing yourself, you know, these demons are attacking, man, you know. But I'll end it there, man. Hopefully you brothers were edified. Call hello Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai B'Hashem Rachach B'Dash Wa Abba B'Bal and Shalom.